Hey family, welcome back to another episode of Point of View.
Yes.
How's everybody doing?
Feeling good.
It's Friday.
Friday.
We made it
We made it.
to another week. Y'all made it. And I'm so happy you guys are tuned in with us today because this topic is definitely a fan favorite. We're going to be talking about some of the misconceptions, some of the common misconceptions between the older generation and us young folk, okay? Because I don't think y'all noticed, but the Point of View host, we 20 plus in age, you know, and I'm
That's
keeping
all
it
you
at
need
that.
to know.
Okay, that's it, 20 plus, okay?
know.
And we want to talk about some of the things that our parents and our grandparents had dealt with versus what our generation is going through. Because, you know, we put a spin on everything. It is very much different today than it was back in 19...
The
Y'all
90s.
know, back there. Somebody was
hundreds.
like, oh, you was born in the late 1900s? And that kind of hurt.
The
I was
hundreds.
like, my gosh.
My goodness.
When you put it that way, yeah. So the first one we're going to cover, the first topic we're going to talk about is paying bills. Responsibility. Do you split it 50-50 or is that something that the man should do? So with actress Gabrielle Union and ex-NBA, okay, ex-NBA basketball player Dwayne Wade, this is how they handle things in their household. Y'all check this clip out.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work. Bitch, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in? You know, somebody might not eat. Come on, you gotta work.
She sound like she working like a dog.
You better work, bitch.
You gonna sleep in? Like, what's sleep in for you? You gonna get up at the crack of dawn and you know
She
what?
dang near gotta work like a dog.
That was about to say.
Because
Go ahead.
Go
I know
ahead.
you ready.
Go,
I know
Mary.
you
I
ready.
am ready.
Go, Mary.
Gabrielle Unions, according to Google, okay. Check that source, don't check this source. Don't cite Miriam. Yeah, no, Gabrielle Union's net worth is 40 million, whereas Dwayne Wade's is 170 million. He's
Damn.
making over half of what she's making, so she really gotta work. I feel like that's not fair, splitting bills 50-50, and there's such a big difference. I feel like they should have did a percentage thing, like take a percentage of their income and like, you know, put that into play. So whatever, like this percentage of this looks for her income, that's the percentage he needs to pay out of his income. But like 50-50, like you bust that bit down the middle, that ain't fair. That's not fair at all.
Yeah, because I do remember this interview. She stated that, you know, he has other his family, but other people that he takes care of.
That is not her
financially,
responsibility.
And she does too, which is why she can't ask for him to say, hey, I need such and such. At least in this household. I'm like, at least in this
Why
household.
your family so
Do that.
needy?
Who family?
Anybody's family. Like, why your family so needy? Like, why is it that when a person actually makes it in their family, they can't even really thoroughly enjoy what they've accomplished because everybody's like, give me some, give me some.
Or he's just
Give me some.
offering.
It's not.
You
It
know,
might
it could
not
also
be
just
that.
be that. He's
Because
just like he want to take care of them.
With sports, a lot like your parents might have to give up a lot of their life in order for him to be to the level he's at. Like for me, if I feel like I made it, there's no question. I'm taking care of my mom. I'm taking care
Exactly.
of my. I'm taking care of my immediate.
Because that's what you want to
No
do.
question. Because why they supported me through my journey. You know, from that perspective, you know, there could be them needy ones, some cousins,
Right.
them distant cousins.
I feel like it wouldn't be a continuing thing for me. Like it would be like, I'm gonna set you up. What you do from here is on you.
yeah.
I'll set you up. I'll set you up. My immediate, I'll set you up. Make sure that you got everything that you need. And that's it. Because you're an adult also. You know, like you should be able to take care of yourself also. I'm not here to supply that. I worked hard for this.
Yeah.
The only thing I feel like they have to supply is, now that I'm super famous, now you also have a target on your back because you're affiliated with me. So I do feel like in a certain sense they need to put them either in a better neighborhood, which they might not be able to afford, and some sort of security, you know what I mean? I feel like that's where it would be expected to give, because it's like, I got people knocking at my door and I'm living in Pine Hills, like, because you're famous, like, you know, but child.
So right now, with our generation, there's a lot of talk about 50-50, you know, there's a discussion because maybe, you know, at some point they're like, listen, I have things that I want to do. I can't save if I'm taking care of 100% of the bills, and you can save and you can do exactly what you want to do with your money, whereas financial responsibility is on the man. So at what point it's just like, how would y'all, what are y'all more traditional, more modern? Do you have the conversation with your partner? Does it depend on who's the breadwinner? Because let's say you make more money than your man. Do you still feel like he should be, I mean, even if it's like, I don't know, 20,000 a year.
Right.
Do you feel like that's something that y'all should look at your face, Miriam?
I
She's
don't
like,
know. No, see, I'm more traditional because I was raised in a traditional household. Like the male figure that was in my home provided. Like he made the money. My mom stayed at home, but my mom also stayed home, did the laundry, cooked,
Very
took
traditional.
care of us.
home.
Like the home was super cozy, like and whatnot. I feel like it would be super
that's
unfair
her job.
for a woman, right? But it would be super unfair for if my mom, like, say, worked, right, and my father figure worked, you know, and then.
She's still
Like they
expected
both
to
came
take care.
home and she's still expected to cook and clean and
yep.
he's just kicking up his feet on his little
Yeah,
lazy boy
definitely.
couch. No, you are paying the bills.
Everybody pitches in.
Or majority.
Yeah, I'm more modern. I'm not traditional. Why? Because I'm also not staying home. I'm not gonna stay home, do all the cooking, do all the cleaning. That is a job. Hence why if you are a stay-at-home mom, your compensation is to get your bills paid because you don't have that source of income. But if we're both working, yes, 50-50. But I do see where people can say, okay, a bigger percentage because your job, even though I'm working a job too, might not equate. You could make 100,000 and then I make 20,000. Yeah, we're both working, but the pay is different. But if we're both pretty equal, like, yes, 40 million and 170 million is a big difference net worth because you have to, when it comes to net worth, you put in assets and all that. It's a lot that entails that net worth. That doesn't mean that's what he makes
pocketing.
each year.
Right,
You know, so I think they both make a lot of money. You're not spending $40 million a month, you know. I agree with them. They both make a lot of money and they could do 50-50.
Because
God bless them both. Because I've been blessed to be in situations with people who just want to take care of me. And I'm okay with that.
Oh yeah.
I just want to be the princess. And
Passenger
just, You know,
princess.
just be in your life. I'm here. I'm also very independent. I work. I still take care of home. And I do all of the things. But also, I just come across people who just want to take care of me.
I feel you on that.
Thank
I
you.
just
Love
feel
y'all.
with that, I feel like when you relinquish that power, it becomes. I would never let somebody completely take care of me because you don't have that power over me. Like it also just kind of leads into that's when a lot of cheating happens because they feel like, oh, you're gonna be there because I do this for you. No, like
Oh, no.
I'm gonna show you that I also don't need you.
Yeah.
So
Well,
It's not
you
a need
shouldn't be
for
with
me,
that
though.
person.
It's not a need for me. Like, I'm just speaking for me because I get what you're saying. But it's not a need for me. Like I said, I make my own money. I take care of myself and I take care of my little cats. Okay. I take care of home also on top of that. But also, I just come across generous people who literally just want to take care of me and see me happy.
Right.
And I love that for me.
And also when it comes like, now let's get the children involved. So now let's say you're raising children. It's just like, at what point will you be like, okay, well, my child, let's say they have certain responsibilities in the house, or, you know, you're trying to raise them a certain way. And it's just like, okay, they decide, you know what, like your little girl, for example, well, not yours, but a child, let's say your daughter. And she's like, listen, I want to go to trade school and I want to become an electrician. I don't want to do hair. I don't want to do nails. I want to learn a craft. I'm such a tomboy. I want to do certain things. Like, are you going to be overpowering? Because you know how some of our parents, like, at least I know growing up, like, it was just like,
you a girl.
Yeah, I couldn't go hang out with my brothers
sorry.
like that. I couldn't, you know, I didn't want to wear dresses and I wanted to go hang out with the boys, get rough, you know, and I couldn't do that because I was a girl. I was a little girl. So, you know, growing
I'm
up
traditional
now.
in that aspect.
Oh, okay.
No. Malia, my little girl, she always ripping her bows out, and I'm putting her right back in. I'm traditional.
So even if she came at you and was like, Mom, I don't want to wear a dress. I don't want to do this. I want to go play basketball with the boys. I don't want to go, play tennis with the girls or something.
It has to be a balance. I think with the older generation, they're like there's no
That was
if,
dead.
ands, it's
Yeah.
dead. There's no,
No
conversation.
conversation.
That's the big thing. No conversation, no reasoning.
Okay.
Now, when Malia can talk, we'll have the conversation. No matter from a 1-year-old to up, she can, as soon as she can express, mommy, I don't want to wear those bows because it hurts. It gets caught. Like, then okay, I understand. But as of right now, you just pulling it out
put 'em
because
out.
she know I'm putting something
In her
there.
ear, okay.
But it has to be a conversation. I'm okay with that. Would I be hurt? A little bit.
And that's definitely a lot different. Because
Yeah.
before it was just like, no, stay in the
Yeah.
child's place. This
Yeah.
is what I said. What
A
I
girl
said
is
goes.
girl,
I'm
boy.
paying the bills. You don't have no say so. Oh, trust me, I've heard it all. So
Yeah.
excuse me. Let me
I'm
take it
not
back
your
a little
friend.
bit.
Yeah, all of it.
And yeah, so it can get a little complicated. But yeah, so conversation is very important, and I'm glad that you said you're traditional, but you would still be willing to
Yeah.
talk
Yeah,
to
you would
her.
still hear her.
You would wanna know
no,
why.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
But I just know right now she's just doing because she sees me doing something up
Yeah.
there. She's like, "What's mommy doing?" And
Yeah.
comes out.
Right.
I'll put it back in, baby.
Right. Well, guys, listen, we have so much more conversation coming up. We're going to be talking about so many other things that's going on right now in our generation versus what our parents, and especially grandparents, were taught. You know, we're breaking all these generational curses. And so make sure you guys don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We will be back with more discussion after this commercial break. Hey guys, if you're just now joining us, we are discussing some of the common misconceptions. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word. Let me say it again. Common misconceptions. There we go. Okay. Between the older generation and us new generation. There's so much to talk about. And right now, I want to cover what is so heavily talked about. How soon is too soon when it comes to giving up that kitty cat? Y'all ladies know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm going to talk about the 90-day rule.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do y'all believe in it or nah?
Ooh.
We grown or cookie stays in a jar?
Cookie
Well,
stays in the
well,
jar.
yeah.
You gotta plastic wrap it.
Well,
Yes.
plastic wrap. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Bubble wrap.
I'm
Not
with
even, the,
that.
not even the little easy tear.
Especially in this generation with dating. I mean, I feel like that's the goal. So yeah, I'm keeping it on lock.
Yeah,
Y'all
same.
not gonna sit up here and act like y'all ain't never had no one night stand though.
I've actually never.
I haven't.
A one night.
Wow.
Oh no, I'm a little too scared for that.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
I might be with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Wow.
Oh no, I need to know
We a
why.
little too woke in this generation.
I've
man.
actually
Wow.
never.
I didn't know you girls were so holy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do
Wow,
that.
I done seen all of y'all outside, but okay for TV.
I'm crying. No,
reason
I do
alive,
believe.
We can throw it back. Don't mean we're really throwing it back at you.
Right. No,
a
I
fact.
believe in the 90-day rule. I mean, I feel like employment has got it down packed with this theory. Like, your benefits don't kick in until 90 days.
No benefits.
Your benefits don't kick in until 90 days.
Yeah.
You
So
on
health
probation.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just feel like in relationships, it doesn't even like no. There's this 90-day rule with a lot of things in life. Even people they say don't even announce your pregnancy until it's like 90 days.
True.
Yeah, like, and I just feel like don't give up the kitty cat until 90 days. Now, I know there's certain instances where I guess I wouldn't veer too far off from that. Like, there are certain instances where like if it happens earlier, okay. If it happens later, okay. I also feel like it depends on the person because what if you had a friendship with that person prior to dating?
So you did know them. Okay.
Yeah, you did
could have
know
known
them.
5-7 years.
Right,
So yeah.
but I can't do a one-night stand. Y'all not afraid of STDs?
I was about to say.
I had some wild college nights. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh wow, yeah.
I had
College.
fun in college.
College was wild.
It is what it is, but I ain't never had nothing. I ain't never,
Right.
I just had fun. in
I ain't
college.
doing
I've
90
had a lot of
days.
life experiences though.
She said,
so-
"No."
I'm not doing 90 days. I'll be honest with that. No, but there's got to be. We got to really know each other. I got to
Right.
feel comfortable. I definitely got to see some paperwork. The minute you bring up paperwork, what you need that for? Bye. You gotta go. Probably ain't even been to the dentist in a few years.
Oh.
Mm-mm. But yeah, no. I'm very particular, but I gotta be careful. My grandma might be watching this.
Oh,
So I'm gonna just pass that on. Let me pass that baton on down to y'all. I ain't gonna
I'm
say
crying.
too much. Lord. Y'all go ahead. What y'all?
Oh no! Don't y'all
you
get
looking
shot
like
down!
that?
Don't
Why
y'all
you
get
looking
shot
like
down!
that?
No, I mean, don't y'all little church going people get shot down?
Her
Talk
mom
about
watching.
it.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Her mom
that's
watching.
what I'm saying.
We gotta be a little careful. We gotta be
careful.
We gotta be real diplomatic.
I done got real shot today. I don't know what's going on.
How much of a range?
Cause like we grown, but we
You know.
still somebody's
You know
child.
what
It's
I'm saying?
like,
And I have a child.
Yeah,
No,
true.
I mean, my range is not that big to have a real discussion about it. I don't know. For my part, my fiance, we were best friends for years before. I wouldn't say because of that we had chemistry. So would I say it was 90 days? No, I don't know. But I know we ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
We really knew each other, and when it's time, it's time. You would know. Your body would literally tell you.
Yeah, I feel that.
If you have to question it, it's not time.
It's not. Yeah, me, I don't think I can ever be intimate with somebody I don't know. Like me, you have to also like.
Yeah, 'cause it's a mental thing.
It's a mental thing for me. There's no way I can
Yeah.
open up in that way if I don't know you or if I don't have a connection with you, like mentally, emotionally, like.
It's not even just mental, it's also spiritual.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're allowing someone else to be.
yes. To insert in.
Now
Yes.
you might be having
I
sex with a
need
whole
words.
atheist and you a Christian.
And now look, God looking at you like,
All that bad energy.
If you're allowing someone, you're connecting with someone on a different level. It's just not something to play with and just give.
Yeah.
To add. Like I said, in the cookie jar with the hard top, the one you have to really toughen, plastic wrap it, and put a bow on it, and not even like easy
I'm
tear.
crying.
I hear y'all. I'm not waiting 90 days though. I need to know what's going on.
I feel you.
So you
I need to know
what
what's
do they
going
say?
on.
Test drive the car before you buy it.
I need to know what's going on. I need to know what's going on. I ain't out here loose body. It's real exclusive, okay? It's real exclusive, all right? Everybody don't get a
Picky,
wristband,
selective.
okay? Everybody,
Without a ticket.
okay? Okay? Everybody
you
does
got a
not get a
wristband.
wristband. It's
Everybody
real
got a
exclusive,
wristband.
okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm not waiting the 90 days. I'm sorry. I understand what my fellow, co-hosts are going through. I'm not doing that. I'm not waiting 90 days. I need to know exactly what's going on, what I'm getting myself into. I might not even like you after that, and then everything's over. Everything's
Yeah.
done because you're
wasted
not
3 months.
You're not
Quarter
where
of the year.
you're not where I need you to be. You know what I'm saying? So.
So,
And now it's
so
over.
you're not waiting 90 days. How long would you wait before someone makes it official if you guys are dating? As far as like, okay, y'all been dating a few, you go on a few dates.
What you
How
mean
long
make it
before you're
official,
like,
like-
hey, I want you to be my girl? Is it 3 to 6 months? You gonna wait a year? Like, are you gonna have that conversation? Not me doing this.
You know, right. For me personally, it's situational because I could know somebody for years and they were just really cool. You know, like we're just really good around each other and there's potential. But then I could meet somebody who in 2 months make me feel like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. You know, so it's situational. It's how the person makes me feel. And also I'm very picky. I've been single 10 years. Y'all need to remember that. I've been single by choice. By choice. I've been single for 10 years. So it's like, and I've dated, you know, here and there, but like I'm a very picky woman. Like I'm a very picky woman. So for me, I don't know how to really answer that question because it's situational for me.
Yeah,
it depends
I
on
get
the
that.
person and how they make me feel, how comfortable I am.
I
Yeah.
get that because I saw some TikTok video where this girl was like, in two months she done fell in love, and they got their names tatted on
Yeah.
one another, and everybody was in the comments like, well, if y'all love each other so much, where's the ring? Are y'all talking marriage? So like, let's
See,
talk.
the media be doing too much.
What about
I'm letting
tattoos?
people be happy.
Yeah,
You
no.
inking somebody up if you that in love?
Yeah, if I'm that in love, I'm putting my person name on my ass cheek.
Wow.
Yeah. But when I get married.
Right.
When I
Oh,
get-
okay,
when I
after
get
the
married.
ring.
When I get married.
After the ring.
Yeah, when
Oh,
I
Not even
get
after
married.
the ring, after the
After
vows.
oh yeah, after the
Yeah,
vows.
when I get married,
After the
I said
vows,
that.
after
I
the
said that when I get
wedding.
You be
married.
ringing it for a long
Are
time.
you gonna wait 3 months after the wedding and be like, okay, yeah, we for real locked in, or you
No,
just
we might
like
do it that
on a
day.
honeymoon?
We
I
might
think
do
that's
it
cute,
that day.
though.
We might
Okay,
do it that
hold
day.
on. Babe, we might be doing something
We
like that.
could have a tattoo person right there at the reception.
Even if the rings come off, the ink don't come off.
Yeah,
okay,
I did
JC
see
said
that.
that.
I did see that.
For me, I feel like if I'm dating someone and I'm not sure about you after like a month, I'm just gonna end it. It's not gonna go anywhere after that.
A month of like
A month of
dating.
dating. Yeah.
Okay.
And then as far as like marriage, I feel like if you don't, men know
After
what they
6
want.
months.
Yeah.
No,
They
know
are
after 6
very
months.
like, yeah, they exactly. They like men are like the way they think, like they're super sure. Like I guess like maybe not a lot of emotions cloud. I don't know what it is, but I just know men are super sure about when they want somebody and when they don't.
Women
I feel like if
too.
he doesn't propose within a year or two, like I feel you ain't getting that ring. You probably
That's
not
if
getting
they're
that ring, I ain't gonna
older.
lie.
Now, if
Yeah.
you started young, you got to
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
true.
definitely
Yeah,
you gotta allow
speaking
that
for
time.
who I'm looking at,
Right.
who I'm
Yeah.
looking at,
2
if
years,
like, yeah,
definitely. I
if you're not
agree.
even talking about it within 6 months or
I
whatever,
agree.
like no, it's
'Cause
it's
I
a done
agree.
da da da,
Yes.
done da da da.
Right. Guys, if you're just now joining, we're talking about how the older generation handles things versus us newer folks, us young kids, us youngins, you know. I'm very young in age and in spirit. Okay. So right now we're covering I'm very young. I gotta remind myself that. I'm sorry, y'all. Right now we're talking about dating, engagement, weddings. When is it the right time to propose? Is it a certain time frame when you know? Do you just know? Like, what is going on? And I want to know from you, Janai, because you are engaged. And you said that your fiance, y'all were friends first, so y'all knew each other for a while. So
Yeah.
how long did it take before y'all started talking about marriage, before he proposed?
Yeah.
If you feel like
Since you
sharing,
started dating, I'm curious. Spill the beans.
Miriam.
Is it a formula? No, so we were best friends in high school. Then he moved up here to Orlando, and then I ended up graduating early. So then I came. My mind wasn't on being with him at the time. Then we started dating. I would say a year and a half after I moved here, and then we moved in together 6 months. Not even. It was like 4 or 5 months after we officially started dating. And then we've been together. We had roommates, kicked them out.
When
Then-
he gave you the ring, girl.
November.
When he gave you the ring.
Get to the point.
November.
Let's go. Speed it up.
It was about our 5-year mark.
Okay.
And we were like
So
going
y'all had
on.
discussed that, like this is.
It's
what's gonna
always
happen.
been a discussion.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's good.
We
As long as y'all
knew.
communicating.
Yeah, but at the same time, we were at our age is
Yeah,
so
yeah.
young.
You guys were super young.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
so
keep
it
forgetting
made
how old you are.
sense. And then we were having a baby. I was also pregnant when I got engaged.
Yeah.
We were gonna do it later, but at the same time, we kind of just been chilling, you know. So we're like, oh, one thing we're not gonna do is have a baby and not be have that intention.
Right.
The only reason we kind of stopped with wedding planning is, trying to get some family stuff in order, make sure that our stuff is in order before we decide to actually have a wedding. And
I'm
honestly,
sorry, friend. I do want to hear this, but we're gonna have to talk about it after the show. I'm a little nosy. I do want to hear this, and then we can expand on that. So y'all, as y'all can see, I really wanted to dive in deep as far as, because I was raised by my grandmother, and I wanted to talk about that, but we just don't be having enough time to kick it with y'all, talk to y'all. But thank you so much for right. That's what I'm saying. Thank you so much for joining in on the discussion, y'all. Me and my girls, we always having a good time when it comes to these kind of conversations. Please, guys, oh my goodness, we're not gonna be here tomorrow. Oh, okay. So y'all, see you Monday. See you on Monday. Bye, guys.